With Age of War finally upon us, there was a build that was mentioned to me by a friend. And our group and everyone we play with has been testing this, and we all love this build. And it's something I wanted to share because heavy armor is now a possibility thanks to all these changes Funcom decided to make to stamina regeneration. But this build is special. Now, while it's nothing new under the sun on the exiled lands, and this armor has been around forever and it has been used by many and many a thrall, this armor can actually be very viable for you in PvP scenarios and even bombing, defending scenarios. This is a well-rounded armor. It is gonna cost you quite a bit. But I figured, most of you took advantage of the dismantling bench, so maybe you have some extra stuff lying around and you can craft some of these up. But if you're living on a budget, don't worry. I'm sure you can afford the boots. The boots alone are going to help you a lot in PvP encounters, thanks to the new cripple. We're going to get into some examples right here of me in the kit on the left, and on the right, I am in the standard light armor. I did not test medium armor. I figured it's at a perfect medium, no pun intended. But as you can see, the amount of stamina that you are lacking on regen is so minute that why not? There's also a lot of different builds you can do with this, and I think that's where it really shines. Not to mention the abilities and the buffs that the armor is going to give you. It's going to help you with poison. It's going to help you with cripple. You also have a gas mask on, and don't forget the leggings are even helping you with stamina and stamina regeneration even more. So this is completely viable, and right now on screen I'm showing kind of the cost. The gauntlets in this build are completely up to you. You could even swap them out for, say, Void Forge Heavy if you wanted to, but honestly the other pieces are important. The champion chest guard, of course, is going to help you with poison. As I mentioned, the helmet's going to give you a gas mask. The leggings, like I said, are going to help with your stamina and stamina regen, and the boots are going to help with the cripple. And you really feel these differences when you're fighting. And it's just one of those things that it's kind of nice to be able to use this kit. This kit is viable not just for the PvP purposes I talked about, but this is like my go-to defense and bombing kit. This could even help you in group fights where people are applying cripple and poison to you, and this might give you the upper hand. Of course, always pay attention to your stamina, and if you still want to rock herbal tea, you can, because it does help increase your stamina if you were paying attention to those side-by-side comparisons. As for weapons, I'm still on the fence, and legendaries are the way to go. I have tons of weapons saved up in boxes like so many others that didn't get touched, so I'm still using those because I don't really care about losing those as much, and the legendaries are kind of just sitting around and being collected over time. But I did want to show, like daggers. The sword that I was using was an agility sword. The two different builds used in these clips that you are seeing right now was your typical 20 strength, 20 agility, and 20 vitality. And then the other one, I switched it up with agility, vitality, and even some encumbrance with some stamina regen to get that endurance, to get that 25% increase to stamina. I noticed recently that the mace is kind of making a comeback because rolling thrust is a meta perk now. You just need it for this build. It gives you a free attack, so why not? And you're gonna hit harder with it, so it's just kind of nice to have. And there's just something fun about rolling around and light attacking with a mace that I really enjoy. And even the heavy attack, if you're able to get it off, it's just gonna destroy people. Don't forget to apply poisons to the weapons that do allow you to apply poison. With the changes, some of them aren't going to let you, and that's just how it is. But I'd just say get out there, test this armor out if you've got it. Maybe you've got it lying around. Maybe you've got it on a thrall mixed and matched pieces. Put it on, try it out. Remember, the gloves can be changed out for whatever you want. Maybe you got some Jill gloves that can give you an even more advantage with stamina regeneration. Or maybe you want to add some health because, as you can see, my health is suffering a little bit. from this armor, but having 1700 armor, and if you spec into grit, there's some fun builds that you can do with this. And I do feel like this can be a viable armor set. I don't think it's going to be the meta, which is why I'm not going to put meta in the title, because it is quite expensive. But like I said, I feel like plenty of you have some extra materials lying around. So get out there, try this out in some PvP encounters, raiding, defense, and let me know in the comments if you have been using a build similar to this, if this is something you were already aware of, and if you do use it, let me know in the comments.